Hi, in this video I want to continue where we left with a custom landscape material creation and to show you how to protect our material from breaking on low-end and mobile devices. It's easy way to do and can be used with any custom materials and not just landscape. So let's begin. So we will continue where I left last time, and if you haven't followed my two other tutorials, I will add link into description. So we created these layers. So we have now 6 layers. So we can see here too, but then one is default one. It's always there. So 6 layers. And if we look into our material, and you can see layer 1, then layer 2, and in each we have 3 textures. So you see when I'm scrolling, 3, 3, 3. So it means we have 18 textures in total. Now let's go here and our platform Android, for example, and back. Generic Android OpenGL, let's say. And let's preview how that would look on a phone. And you can see that something is wrong. And problem is that mobile devices and some other platforms, limited platforms, they can't process more than 10 or 12 texture samples. And we, as you saw, we have 18. That's why it looks like this. It basically breaks that. But we can fix. So let's do this in this video. So I will disable this preview. And let's scroll down. And here is our parent material. So this is how it looks from our last videos. So each layer information is in this, right? And rest it's just lerping between layers. So if, let's say I will go into this one. So we have this inputs texture. So we have this inputs as a texture object. So this is original texture object. And then inside here, so we have these samples, right? So we're doing even more samples because we're doing that for the near tiling and for the far tiling. So you can see here, so we have more tileable texture, and then further away it's less. Looks like that, right? And then it's still visible, but then if you would place grass on top, it will be like barely visible. But yeah, so we have these texture samples, and that's a problem because like we have that and we have a normal map. So we need to reduce that so then it works on mobile device. And like, I'm not sure about performance mode, but probably in performance mode would be a problem as well. And that's pretty simple to do. And that's why in my previous videos, I was saying that we will use, let's go back here quickly. So we have albedo, which is our just basically RGB map. Then we have normal map, and then we have our mask, which is ORM, which is basically ambient occlusion, roughness, and metallic. And sometimes we're storing this height information because we're using this height for blending between layers, like more accurate blending. And usually we're storing these height details into this mask, right? But in this case, we're storing that in the alpha of our albedo. And what it helps us to do, it's actually, we can tell that for different platforms, just don't use these textures and only use that. So we still will see our texture on the ground, and plus it will blend nicely with this height information because everything is in one texture. While this, it's actually not so necessary. It gives really good look. So normal details adds more like a bumpiness, right? And then this is for like how glossy it is, not it is. But we can just give value for this because this is grayscale. And that's it. It won't be perfect. Of course, you're losing quality, but at least it will work. And this is exactly what's going on in Fortnite material. So if you would look on the Fortnite landscape from the mobile phone, you will see that there is no normal information at all and no like more fancy stuff. It's just pure albedo color. And yep, this is what we'll do now. So we have it here. And let's just add, yeah, set material attributes. So we have it looking like that. And all of that, it's a material. So we can already plug it into here. And then when you're looking here, we can specify different inputs. So what it does is then we have already normal map information and let's say roughness is in there. But if you will set it this, so you overwrite what is already there. So it means if I, for example, set, let's say this one to normal map, and let's add this color and just blue. For the normal map, it's not grayscale. It's still kind of RGBs. Like basically there are three colors and you can't just put value like 0 or 1. And you can't put even three values like 111 or 000. It must be always X0, Y0, and Z, which is blue 1. Should be perfect blue, and then you're connecting it to normal. Otherwise, you will have like issues with that. But if you will plug it that way, what it tells to material that there is no normal information, but basically like it will be perfectly working. If you would look into, let's disable that, by default normal, you see, and there is as well 1 in Z, because this is how it must be. So basically, if I'm plugging in that, and if I will connect it back like that, I would lose all normal information from all layers. Simple as that. I don't need to go into every single layer and disable that. So for example, if I will save it, and probably I will lose this because like if I'm not putting anything in here, it probably will be like 0, but let's look. And you can see that on the grass, we just see color, but there is no details at all. Same on the rocks, right? It's just pure RGB color. There is no bumpiness, any details at all. And now, if we're looking into mobile, you can see that it's working. So it's not done yet, but you can see that it's working and we almost done. But of course, this disables for any device, even for PC, which can handle all these texture samples. So let's first organize this. So we don't want that. Then do we want metallic? Yeah, we can switch off metallic. So it will be 0. We will put 0 on specular and let add roughness. And let's add ambient occlusion. So basically everything, everything was in this mask, which is ORM. So we have that. Roughness, it should be opposite. It should be 1. And ambient occlusion should be 1. So like that. So we have this set. And now let's search for platform and not that data driven. Feature, I think. Yeah, feature level. Okay, there we go. So ES2, ES3, this is mobiles. SM5, this is DirectX 11. SM6, this is DirectX 12 or equivalent to them. And default one, it will be this DirectX 12 because it's by default set. So what we can do now, we can take this and plug into this default, then take this into SM5 because we know that it can handle that, and SM6. We've done with this, and then we can take this and connect into mobiles. And as you can see, this one is removed, so it's not working anyways. And connect it like that. So now, in a game, shader will detect what device your player using, and then it will just use or this or that. I don't like so many connections. Let's just connect like that. Like double clicking on a on this on the line, it creates this root node. And we don't have so many lines like that. Yeah, looks cleaner. Okay, let's save. And this is again, this is mobile preview. And as you can see, it looks pretty good. And we have still tiling. You can see like here it's more tiling, there is less. So even tiling is working on a mobile. And if I will disable preview, you see everything back. Let's maybe increase intensity so we can see it better that it's working. This is layer 3 or 4. Intensity. And as you can see, normal is working. And so I can set it higher. Like that, so it's working. And then if I will go back to mobile, see all these normal details gone. But at least texture is working. And that's it. So this is how we're doing. And it's not just only for landscape material. Whenever you're implementing something into material which is not supported, let's say by like low-end devices, always put the switches. So you're protecting basically your material. There are few different versions. So you have this one, then you have quality switch. So quality switch, it's not for platform. So this one, it's per platform. It's different devices at all. But this one, it could be, let's say someone has like a PC, you have PC, but maybe your PC is high-end, someone's it's really like potato. So this is for quality. So if someone plays on the low quality, you can specify do this. If someone plays, like say on Epic, this will do this. So this is for quality. And then there is, I think it was like platform. Yeah, this one. So this one is Boolean. It's pretty cool. So here you can specify, is it mobile, is it PC, or is it console? And you can even add 2 and then say like, you see with this this exclamation mark, it's basically, it's in a coding, it says not, right? So it means this one is will be true and this is false. So if let's say I will implement like, it's a PC, yeah? So it means if I would want to implement only this logic for a PC, I would connect like this is PC, and then this one would go not PC. So everything what's not PC, it would implement this set material attributes. So it means not just only mobiles, it would be console as well, because consoles, it's not PC. But what you could do, you could add plus, and in here, you could set is console. And as you can see, now we have addition. So like it says like is PC and is a console, right? So it's 2. So it means and consoles would use that and a PC. And everything what's not, so it means, for example, mobile phones, Switch, right? It would use a second one. Yeah, so this is how it's working, and you can change it. Property must be true or property must be false. It's basically inverting. So these 3 switches, super important to protect basically your material on different platforms. So hopefully you will now understand how to do it. And in the next video, we will start implementing more stuff to this material. So I want to implement and snow and wetness, or maybe like puddles. And eventually, even in the future, I want to implement snowing, basically change of weather. So like in raining and then growing these puddles. Yep. So I will see you in the future videos. Have fun. I would like to say thank you to my all supporters. I appreciate your support. Thank you for your generosity. You can get project files on my Patreon or just buy me a coffee to support me. If you're interested in learning more about UEFN materials, coding, widget UI, and more, you can join our growing Discord community where we like to discuss UEFN tips and tricks, showcase our work, and help each other.
You can find link in the description or in the channel header.